We are ready to dive into fall with all the cooler weather we've been having, and that means fall fashions. Stylist Darcy Camden shared a bit of the fashion news at the top of the show, but now she's back to share trends from Fashion Week at the Bellevue Collection. Thank you for being here, lady.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm so excited to bring this to life for everyone because I know not everyone was able to attend. It was a smaller capacity this year for COVID. And so I'm going to share with you all of my favorite trends that I saw at Bellevue Collection Fashion Week.
All right, so what were your favorites?
Okay, my number one favorite trend,
yes,
I think, is a trend I call color saturation, which is really just wearing the same color head to toe. So it's fun, it's bright, and most importantly, it is so easy. You just go to your closet, you pick a color, and then you just layer it, layer it, layer it, layer it. So you love orange, it's orange shirt, orange skirt, orange sweater, head to toe.
Even if they're like slightly off the colors, even if like, let's say it's not the same exact hue of orange?
Totally. I think that makes it a little bit more interesting. Think about like when you go to the paint store and you have like those color swatches where it goes from sort of dark to light.
Okay,
they all
right,
look really good together.
I'm hearing it.
And so after seeing this on the runway, I went home and did this in my closet because whenever I watch a fashion show, I'm really focusing mostly on what do I already own that I can maybe just reimagine or restyle in a new way to make it feel fresh.
I love that. That's some of the best advice you've ever given me. Your second favorite trend, leather. Leather is back, huh?
So leather was all over the runway. And I love this because probably it just feels to me like the exact opposite of sweatpants. And I'm kind of ready to be moved on from sweatpants. So whether we're talking real leather or vegan leather, which is the fancy way of saying faux leather.
Pleather?
Yep. Pleather. It's just all about adding like a pop of polish, and I think leather brings like an edginess to an outfit. And my favorite item in the entire show, which was 128 looks, like that is a lot of outfits.
Wow.
And my favorite piece in the whole thing was a leather blazer by Express.
Yes.
It was under $150. But then I was like, you know what? I have something like that in my closet. And so I'm actually wearing it today.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I had a bad experience with a pair of pleather pants. Long story. It's a story for later. So we won't go with the pleather yet for me. But I'm going to try that blazer. Next is sneakers. I love a pair of comfy kicks.
Okay. So it's all about sneakers with everything. And I think that's really good news for people who want comfort, which is everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm used to wearing sneakers with like joggers and maybe jeans, but it was cool to see them on the runway with dresses and even suiting. So I feel like that is a free pass to do sneakers day and night, and I am taking it.
I am here for that. Also, can I just say that I really like seeing all the different body types on this runway. I think they did a really good job with that overall. Totally. Smart suits. What is this? Are we going back to suits? Because I threw all my suits away.
Oh, now we got to bring them back again. So this is what's really on trend for suiting is kind of like a fun menswear-inspired kind of look where the pieces are a little bit looser. So it's not necessarily all about having everything be really, really tight and super, super tailored. And I think it's interesting. I think it's exciting. I really liked seeing belts over blazers. That was something that stood out to me. And I thought, I have blazers, I have belts. I'm going to try putting them together because I've never really done that before.
I'm going to totally try it. I mean, I'm going to look probably foolish, but I'll send you a picture before I leave the house for sure. Speaking of belts, what were some of the hot accessories?
Accessories make the outfit. And when you see a whole look kind of coming down the runway, it's really cool to hone in on some of the details. Leather gloves were a big one, and hats, berets in particular. And so I immediately went out and I went to Macy's at the Bellevue Collection and I got a beret for under $20. So next time you see me in person, I'm probably going to be wearing a beret. This is going to be my
berets. They're my favorite. They're my favorite.
And then another thing that I thought was really cool was all the models in the fashion show were wearing these clear masks. And so I bought a pack of these on Amazon. I'll put a link on. I don't know how I feel about them quite yet. I
Yeah.
wore one yesterday when I was working, but I kind of like the idea of something different and
Okay.
being able to show my lipstick. So the jury's still out on this one
Yeah.
for me, but I think it's a cool idea.
Definitely not an N95, but it does look cool. Thank you so much, Darcy, for all the advice. Look at you rocking that with your hat. Oh, we love it. Darcy's always the greatest. We'll talk to you soon.